You've probably heard that sharp pop or grinding sound when you bend your knee. For years, we've been told this is normal wear and tear, a mechanical hinge slowly wearing out. But what if your joint isn't wearing out? What if it's starving? Think about it. If movement alone caused the damage, every active person would have destroyed knees by middle age. Yet we frequently find highly active individuals with significantly healthier joints than people who spend their days sitting. The problem isn't the miles you've walked. The real driver of joint degeneration is a breakdown in your internal chemistry. Over time, nutritional imbalances actively deprive your cartilage of the specific materials it needs to repair itself. To fix this, we have to rebuild that chemical environment. Today, we are going to construct a daily joint rescue protocol. We'll cover a 90-second mechanical movement to perform in bed, specific dietary adjustments, and a technique to stop stress from draining your minerals. Because if you want to stop the pain, resting a hinge isn't enough. You have to feed the cartilage. Step 1 is understanding the noise your knees actually make. A random pop or crack is usually nothing to worry about. Often, it's just a gas bubble releasing in the synovial fluid, or a tendon shifting harmlessly over a bone. But that sound becomes a genuine warning signal when it pairs up with a few specific physical indicators. Look at this checklist. The noise matters if it comes with stiffness that takes time to clear in the morning, a dull ache that builds as the day goes on, sharp pain specifically when walking down a flight of stairs, or if you find yourself unconsciously favoring one leg to protect the other. If you have those 4 symptoms, your joint isn't just noisy. The cartilage is actively degrading, and we need to intervene immediately with the rest of this protocol. The worst thing you can do for a starving joint is roll out of bed and immediately stand up. Overnight, your cartilage sits idle and compressed. Standing right away forces your full body weight onto a dry surface. Instead, we start with a 90-second priming routine while you are still lying down. First, slowly trace 10 circles with your ankles in one direction, then 10 in the other. Next, bring one knee slowly toward your chest. Hold it there for 3 seconds and lower it. Do this 10 times for each leg. This specific sequence functions as a mechanical pump. You are physically forcing nutrient-rich synovial fluid into the cartilage, hydrating it so it can safely absorb the impact of your first steps. For extra support, apply a body temperature warm compress to both knees for at least minutes before you take your first walk. The heat increases local circulation and improves the viscosity of that fluid, making it a much better lubricant. Total immobility actually causes a joint to starve. This specific zero-weight movement is what physically feeds and protects the cartilage. Now that the joint is prepped for movement, we have to fix the chemistry of the fluid itself. That starts with magnesium.
Your body requires magnesium to suppress the inflammatory molecules that attack cartilage and to activate vitamin D. To get this, aim for 2 tablespoons of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds or a cup of nettle leaf tea every day. And just as importantly, cut out processed deli meats. They contain phosphate compounds that actively block your body from absorbing magnesium at all. Next is vitamin K2, your body's calcium traffic director. It pulls calcium from soft tissues, funneling it into bones. Without K2, calcium deposits into joint cartilage, acting like embedded sandpaper that grinds away your knee's smooth surface with every step. To keep those traffic controllers on duty, add egg yolks or a serving of natto to your regular diet. Now we need to thicken the synovial fluid. For that, you need the building blocks of collagen, specifically amino acids like glycine and proline. A simple way to get these in their most usable form is by drinking 1 cup of real, long-simmered bone broth daily. But loading up on collagen precursors is useless without the chemical on switch required to assemble them, vitamin C. Without it, the entire collagen production chain stops completely. Look at this comparison. To get enough vitamin C without spiking your glucose, swap the orange for a red bell pepper or a kiwi. You get a much higher volume of the nutrient with a fraction of the sugar load. Magnesium and K2, collagen from bone broth, and vitamin C provide the exact chemical toolkit required to physically rebuild your joint matrix from the inside out. But there is one final threat that can completely dismantle this chemistry: cortisol, the hormone your body releases during chronic stress. Elevated cortisol from anxiety or poor sleep forces your kidneys to excrete magnesium rapidly. You flush this vital mineral away. Worse, cortisol paralyzes your chondrocytes, the specialized cells repairing your cartilage, stopping them entirely and leaving the joint to degrade. To halt this damage, you need a mechanical intervention to switch off the cortisol response. We use the 4-7-8 breathing technique. It's simple. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 7 seconds. Then exhale completely through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this a few times whenever you feel tension building. Regulating cortisol is a physiological requirement to stop active mineral depletion and protect your cartilage. Here is your completed daily joint rescue protocol. You know how to assess the noise, you have your 90-second morning fluid pump, your joint chemistry plate, and your cortisol control technique. Thickening synovial fluid and correcting deeply rooted mineral imbalances requires consistent daily application over several weeks to shift the environment inside the knee. You will know it's working when you wake up and realize the duration of your morning stiffness has noticeably decreased. Tomorrow morning, before you let your feet hit the floor, take 90 seconds to pump your joints. Your cartilage is hungry. It's time to feed it.